we moved back to Romania because my dad lost his American job. There was a water park near our communist slab of an apartment building. I begged my parents to let me go. They said no, because I didn't have a bathing suit. My mother said, "Your father was just fired. You don't have money for one. Please show some empathy for him." My father blushed. He said I could get the cheapest one. That was a mistake. The cheapest one was a purple two-piece. The bottom was fine, just a purple bikini bottom. There was a small golden M sewn on the ass, but hardly noticeable. When I got home, I found out the bra had 2 golden arches scrawled across the chest in enormous font, like a family crest. I had found the one and only bathing suit made, presumably, by McDonald's. I looked like I had sold my soul to Ronald McDonald, like the most ardent member of his cult. Would live my life by the Happy Meal. Would foolishly believe the fry-filled heaven Ronald promised us to be just one cyanide-laced Pepsi away. Would thrash in the ball pit, gasping out my last breath. I'm loving it. So I went to the Waterpark Topics. It wasn't bad. If you looked at me with my short bowl cut and my child chest, you probably would think I was a boy. If you saw the little golden M on my ass, you might wonder what kind of a tacky boy I was. That's not the point. There were 50 kids in line to experience the one thrill of this park. Gravity. To slide down into a pool so full of pee that it was still yellow despite the chlorine. Make that 51 kids, because I had no standards. I felt a tap on my shoulder. I turned around and looked down at a girl, probably 6, wearing the frilliest two-piece bathing suit I had ever seen. Far too frilly to slide down into a pool of pee, if you ask me. She looked at where my breasts would be if I had breasts.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I remembered I was not, in fact, a boy. That this girl had looked at me at like my hips or something and correctly predicted that even if I didn't have breasts, I would have them in 5 years. I should have started feeling ashamed, and if I wasn't feeling ashamed, I ought to be punished. I didn't ever want to have breasts. I still don't really, but I am afraid of surgeries. I can't afford it. I didn't want to wear a bra. I didn't want to get a period. I didn't want to be forced into a body that translates into sex and reproduction and weakness and painful visibility and not much else. I was like, Am I Eve? In the Garden of Eden? I always felt I was more of an Archangel Gabriel, but I was, in fact, Eve! The worst one in the story! The one everyone hates! The woman? Ooh, silence. So I fell out of line. I covered my chest. I never landed in the pool of pee. I put my shirt on and thought about how my body would only get worse as time went on. And I didn't stop thinking that for the next 10 years. My dream was to wear a bodycon skirt but to not look curvy and like at all. And for my body to get smaller and smaller until it barely touched the bodycon skirt, and then I would have to get an even smaller bodycon skirt. But then I would get smaller again, and I would have to get an even smaller small dog. Bobby Con. Scarf. I wanted to play tag with my clothes.